One of President-elect Donald Trump's first and most talked about proposals is the construction of a wall on the U.S. southern border with Mexico. But the idea of a barrier between nations is nothing new. National correspondent William Jeunesse looks at walls around the world.
We will build a great wall along the southern border.
Whether you call it a wall or a fence, border barriers are booming, not just in the U.S.
At the end of World War II, there were less than 5 border walls anywhere in the world. As late as 1989, when the Berlin Wall came down, there were about 15 border walls. Today, there are almost 70.
Greece, Hungary, Israel, countries are building walls to keep immigrants and refugees out.
What the walls are meant to do is to be a form of deterrence, to make it much harder to cross a border, with the idea that that will discourage people from trying to cross.
We have a lot better idea of what's coming across the border, and we're a lot more likely to apprehend it.
Along the southern border, agents rely on 350 miles of existing fence.
We might only have 30 seconds to a minute before we lose sight of those people. The point of the fence is to slow down the traffic in areas where they're able to quickly move into the U.S.
But it's not enough to achieve a so-called secure border. So last year, House Republicans proposed erecting 570 miles of double fencing, like this one in Yuma, with an access road in between, which helped reduce arrests by some 90%.
It's a horde of them.
By having a fence in conjunction with cameras and a road, usually we're able to see people coming as they approach the fence. We're able to see them as they're starting to come over the fence, and then we're able to move resources into position so that when they do come over the fence, we can quickly go in and make that apprehension.
As for President-elect Trump's plan, most agents believe his wall is simply a metaphor for a barrier that works. And while fencing the entire border is neither practical nor economical, sources expect Trump to propose something similar to the Secure Fence Act of 2008, which calls for an additional 700 miles of double-layered, 14-foot-high fencing.